We're live.
They go, they gossip, we go, they fight. PM Simon Ekpa, you be the light. Therefore we must get, freedom is our goal. If you like gossip, we go, they roll. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go, they push through. Now they go, they on, we no go, they scan. With faith and courage, we dey stand hard. No time at the far, lead us through the storm. Biafra land calling, let's make it our norm. Biafra we must get, freedom is our goal. If you like gossip, we go the roll. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go the push through. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go the push through. Oh, get that. Let's go to the store, stop. Let's go to push through. Let's go to the store, stop. What's that on the car? Lead us through the storm. Your friend I'm calling. Let's make it our norm. They go, they gossip, we go, they fight. PM Simon Ekpa, you be the light. Therefore we must get, freedom is our goal. If you like gossip, we go, they roll. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go, they push through. Now they go, they on, we no go, lose God. We faith and courage, we stand hard. No time at the far, lead us through the storm. Biafra land calling, let's make it our norm. Biafra we must get, freedom is our goal. If you like gossip, we go the roll. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go the push through. Biafra freedom, now I change you. No matter the challenge, we go the push through. Oh, get that. Let's go to the store, stop. Let's go to push through. Let's go to the store, stop. What's that on the car? Lead us through the storm. Biafra land calling, let's make it our norm. Biafra on the car, lead us through the storm. Biafra land calling, let's make it our norm.
Yes,
Wow.
we've made it. We've made it.
Wonderful. What
We've made it.
Hey. While they are gossiping, we are making progress. While they are crying, we are making progress.
Yes.
And our PM will join us very soon.
Good.
So let the gossip continue, let the blackmail continue, let the propaganda continue while we are making progress behind the scenes.
Yes.
The BDF
Yes.
are doing their work. The generals are doing their work. The Biafran government cabinet under the PM are doing their work. And Biafrans
Yes.
are solidly behind their prime minister, and they are donating immensely for the liberation of the Biafran army. Hey, 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 hey! That music makes sense. That music makes sense. That music makes sense. Yenta. Yenta, I tell you, that music enter. Yenta well, well. Hey.
Wow.
Minister Jare, over to you. Open the floor for us with maybe anthem or BDF anthem so that we start.
All right, let's just open with the anthem. The anthem is okay, and then we will be able to start. Let's go there. Our able minister.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. May the souls of the departed heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace, while their spirits continue to embolden us as we defend this Biafra that we have declared the restoration and fight till we gain total sovereignty of Biafra land by expunging the terrorists in one Nigeria from A to Z and totally implement the Constitution of Biafra with the Constitutional Conference that will comprise of the entire Biafran people. I salute all of you as we take the BDF anthem.
All hail the land of the rising sun. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle. All hail our heroes, our precious hero, what day hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Shine everywhere. Shielding us from unleash
This nation of Biafra is awesome, and the enemies of Biafra are crying.
They are crying.
Minister, we are in your studio today. How are you going to treat us? What are you going to serve us? Red wine or white wine or palm wine? Which one? Or 404?
Everything I will serve is inside your bucket, Mazi Sunday. You are going to bring them out. I already put them inside your bucket. But what I have to say is that you know that song, whenever it gets to Biafra, Biafra, shining forever. You think they put me for inside my spirit? Hey, Biafra too sweet, oh. Oh God.
Thank you.
I hand over to you, Abeg. Now you will lead us this night.
All right. Thank you, my minister. And thank you, my minister Betty. Thank you, my minister 555 Vision. And thank you to all the ministers of the Biafran government under the prime minister and every cabinet member, starting from the highest to the last person in whatever capacity that you are serving, whether you are a rep or admin or you have no position, but you are doing one thing or another to make sure Biafra moves forward. Yes. For those of you in the media, typing and pushing and hosting programs, all our media agents on Space, on Twitter, I salute all of you. You're on Facebook, you're on TikTok, you're on WhatsApp, you're on YouTube, you're on social, any platform that you are doing the Biafran government proud under the Prime Minister. So we thank you all. We thank you so much for your resoluteness and your consistency, especially in this trying and tough and windy and thunderous moment. Yes, you're all welcome to this program, and we're not going to stay long. And we want to say that we are in freedom fighting. It is not where you have bed of roses, where everything will be sweet, sweet, sweet from beginning to the end. So take references from those that have fought for freedom before us. Remember what happened and how it went through during Mandela's time, when Mandela was arrested and locked up, how the wife came up and then came with this and came with that, and then you saw how things went, and you saw other rifle groups that stood up. Now, also remember when Muhammad Andy was also arrested and locked up by the British Empire. You saw what happened. If many of you don't read the story, please go and read. Now, also go down to Finland, how they got their independence after the declaration. Go down to America and check all these nations that have done good, and then read through and know the strategies and the template that they use and what they went through in all their ordeals of their freedom fighting. So it is not where you will be eating pounded yam every day and where you will be taking kwabi or enjoying with red wine and white wine all the time. It is where you have to face tough times, confusing times, time that you need to take decisions, put your brain in gear in the absence of your prime minister and your supreme leader and your eternal leader, and then determine and know what you should do that should work. Thank God that they gave you a standing order, which is the book of the law as the Biafran Charter. So we make reference to it from every principle that is there enunciated. We move. I salute all of you and my entire media team. Tonight, we are not here for a long talk. We are just here to put some records straight so that Biafran people will know that there are a lot of propagandas and blackmails going out there, and so you don't take them to your house. Just leave them at the trash bin, knowing that there are what? There are propagandists that have come out from DOS, Obedience, and the Nigerian politicians that have infiltrated the Biafran government. They are all in to do what? To gang rape the Biafran government. But they couldn't, because if they had succeeded, all of us would not be here. So we surmounted them and then expunged them. That is why we are here to tell you, know the right thing and do not be misled, because the Prime Minister will join you very soon. And on this very note, we are pleased to announce to all of you that the Biafran government cabinet of the Prime Minister will be addressing the Biafran people tomorrow by 6 p.m. Biafran time. A flyer will be out to that publication so that it will go around. So key into that program tomorrow, and after then, everything that will follow will be stipulated, and then you will hear it out. And we are still standing on the mandate and on the principles and policies of our Prime Minister. Nothing has changed. Every reps and admins and ministers and coordinators and everybody that PM gave them assignment to do, you are to stand still. Yes, the government of Prime Minister still stands. But if you have made a mistake by following those that want to give you new name and positions and powers in their parallel government, you have violated the ethics and the faith that PM had in you. So when he comes back, you're going to sort out your fate with the Prime Minister. You tell Biafran people whether you did well or you did bad. So stand your ground. Saturday is our mega fundraising, and we want to see Biafrans in thousands. Please, if you have not listened to our generals from the homeland, General Butuzo message coming from General Oligos, listen to it. It is a cake that has everything sweet inside. From beginning to the end, you get all the message you need. So after you listen to it and then your brain is not reset, it means maybe they have used your brain already in the former world before you came to this other world. So let's wake up and then face the needful. So I introduced my Deputy Information Minister of the Biafran government in exile under the leadership of my Prime Minister. And then I introduced my beautiful Minister, Ada Betty. Welcome to the studio as we move in. Let us hit the first thing and then we go to the next one so that when I hit it, Biafran people will understand what we are talking about and then we will explain to them in details. And there is this letter that has been circulating. They turned the narrative of the letter upside down, and those that went to school and those that did not go to school, they misunderstood the implications and the explanation of this letter. So we have not commented on this. We left it so that some people will continue to die in their stupidity. But today we thought it wise that we will explain something to Biafran people because the ordinances or the quote in this letter here is going to come to play very soon. It's going to come to play very soon. So we just want people to understand what this letter is all about, so that if you are not been able to understand, or if you did not read, if you only listen to what they say, so we want you to understand what this letter here is actually talking about. So I will read through, and where we need explanation, we will explain to you. This was a letter or a memo from the Biafran Government Conflict Resolution Committee, CRC, and it was dated 22 November 2024. And we are here to remind us that it was on the 21 that we got communication that PM was detained for questioning. So CRC, looking at the necessity of the urgency of being so straightforward in our liberation and our army, because the army is the bedrock of a nation. The army is the lifeline of any nation. If you take off the army, that nation is gone. So this letter now is dated 22. That means a day after that CRC took into action to listen to complaints from Biafran people. So it said, urgent need for a leader pro tempore. Now, if you read down, it says, greetings, cabinet members. On November 22, 2024, CRC received a request for an urgent resolution of an issue that emanated from a video made by a cabinet member in a public broadcast stating that BRGIE now has a new leader in the absence of the Prime Minister. She threatened anyone who dares to challenge our appointed leader. Not only is the behavior inappropriate, but no government also works this way. And the image portrayed of BRGIE is that of an unserious entity. Please watch part of the video via this link. This is the link of the video, and this video was made by the mad woman that is calling herself Adade Orinchok, who is saying that Ajare, Barawasoni, Minister Nkere, they kidnap people and then they cut their head off. They sell their body parts. They do this, they do that in Nigeria. That this is what the mad woman is saying, because it's only someone that is mad that will go to the point of saying that Sonny kidnapped somebody. Ajare kidnapped. Menezangere kidnap somebody, and then you are not showing the people the evidences of the kidnap. You just come to do propaganda and blackmail, use our name so that people can watch you on YouTube and Facebook, and then you have thousands of people listening to you because propaganda and blackmail is just what you want. So this is not the kind of media that we have been building for the Prime Minister before he implemented his government for the Biafran people. So this was brought to the attention of BRGIA that someone is already appointing someone and portraying someone as our own leader when the government of Biafra never said so, and when the Prime Minister never also said so. So it was incumbent on the CRC as a body of judiciary of the government to bring this to notice and then caution the persons and say, do not do this again. Then the letter continued to read, Since the CRC is the only government committee charged with resolving disputes to bring peace and unity to the government, the CRC had an emergency meeting. During the meeting, the CRC emphasized the need to maintain unity and protect our security architectures, with emphasis on protecting the armed forces of Biafra. I want people to understand what the CRC wrote here. They said, during the emergency meeting, the CRC emphasized the need to maintain unity and protect our security architectures, with emphasis on protecting the armed forces of Biafra, which the Prime Minister had built for the Biafran people. Are you listening? This was the real thing that the CRC were looking at, to see that our armed forces is well protected and that the security architecture which Prime Minister set up is maintained in unison, that nothing breach, nothing comes in to confuse it, nothing comes in to create chaos, nothing comes in to create any problem, nothing comes in to stop the flow of logistics and communication. Nothing that Prime Minister did not initiate there comes in, which will come to cause conflict. This is what the CRC saw and then brought up this memo to bring to the government for them to listen and look into these matters. The letter reads down, although there are many qualified cabinet members who have qualities for good leadership, the CRC determined that the priority of the government is homeland security. And as a result, the welfare of the armed forces of Biafra government is paramount. Thus, CRC determined and established the criterion for selecting our leader pro tempore. And then it went down to explain what this leader pro tempore means. It says, one, or the implications, or what we need of this person that we term pro tempore leader. That this person must be someone who the Prime Minister has trusted to have contact with the armed forces of Biafra in the homeland, so that there will be no breach of conduct or communication or logistics or transfers of funds or anything that has to do with them. So the CRC wants to let the cabinet know that there is a reason the PM worked with these individuals. And it is important to maintain the status quo to avoid interference, compromise, or sabotage of our military operations. Above all, Brgie and Biafrans will know who to hold responsible if need be. Therefore, any cabinet member who believes or knows that he or she is one of these persons that PM had cited for this work and has been working with PM, please come up and then email us, the CRC Conflict Resolution Committee email, from so time of 6 a.m. BT of Biafra time to 24 of November 2024. And it went on to say the CRC will present these qualified names to the cabinet for a vote of confidence and for approval. Then, most importantly, listen, within hours after the Prime Minister is back or active, the leader pro tempore, which we, the cabinet, had voted and given a vote of confidence to act on the existing protocols and principles which the Prime Minister has set up to that person before he was detained for interrogation. This person, when PM, within hours of being active on duty, this person must step down and cease to function in that capacity in a letter addressed to the PM with a copy to the CRC. Then the CRC chairman signed the letter, and then the copy to all ministers of the cabinet, copy to the COS, and then copy to the European rep. So, what is it that somebody does not understand from this letter and this explanation of this letter that we have just explained here now? But do you know what Madam did? They turned the narrative of this letter that was all about protecting the armed forces, maintaining the status quo of what PM set down in place for those people to be working with the armed forces. They turn the narrative and say, Sonny Agbarawa, Ajare, Minister Nkere, they plotted a coup to come and take over Prime Minister's government, to come and become the Prime Minister, to come and become the leader. Please, my people who don't go school, or the ones who don't go school, from waiting I don't read here now, explain now. Waiting una understand for this thing now. Because many of una don't they hear propaganda and blackmail against these ministers where they hear. But we just ignore the matter for some time because we were working on something. Our target was to see that they did not cut anything away from the defense. That is why we have been fighting. We are fighting to see that they don't cut anything from the website because they have tried with everything. They don't cut anything from the finance department. They have tried so hard. They don't also penetrate the security department, which is the armed forces. And that is why you have now seen the armed forces generals of Biafra coming to explain and shout and say, listen, they want to come and penetrate the armed forces department and the ethics and principles which the prime minister set. So listen to it and understand. I see some idiot writing on the comment section and say, PM handed over power to COS. If you say PM handed over power to COS, are you in authoritarian government that PM will hand over the entirety of the Biafran people to one person without proper process of a cabinet? Why did he set up a cabinet? Why did he now make Biafran people to vote and adopt a charter, which he said this charter is our principle and our law? So ignore all those lies and propaganda that they have been giving you. We have explained this letter to you now, so take it home and assimilate it and download it. They have been calling me kidnapper. They have been calling Minister Ajare kidnapper. They have been calling Adabeti also kidnapper, and also someone that have been paid so much money to come and do propaganda and come and speak against the COS. We don't have anything against anybody. All we are doing is to say nobody come to destroy the structure that the Prime Minister has set up for the men on ground, which is the Biafra Army. You don't go anywhere to the finance department. You don't go anywhere to the website. You don't go anywhere to destroy anything with the lobbies, which are doing the political and diplomatic work for the Biafran government. You don't try to penetrate. You don't try to penetrate the security meeting, the security circle. The security have their own circle. So Prime Minister did not put you there or give you any license to go there when he was here. So why will Prime Minister, when he is in change now, will now say go and carry Sonny to go and put in that place? No, I will not take that message from Prime Minister because he's talking on that duress. No, you should have put me there in a security position when you were talking with your senses. So nobody send any message. Nobody send anybody to change anything that Prime Minister set up. It has all been false and false and false and deceit. And because we came out to say it cannot happen, oh, they now come up with accountability. They say, okay, now bring accountability. Come on, accountability. You don't do accountability of Prime Minister or the ministers that he gave work to do in his absence. It cannot happen. If you want it to happen, it is called treason, because you want to use the evidences against him. Number one, he is inside there answering questions for the same accountability of Biafra. And you are now setting up a panel to question him for accountability while he is yet inside there fighting for you. So when we said no accountability, they now say, okay, because we don't want to do accountability, we don't want to succumb, they are going to cancel fundraising so that fundraising will not come again until when they finish. Now, if you are to use your ordinary mind and ask question, if husband and wife have issue, do they use the issue that they have amongst themselves to punish the children and stop the children from food and stop the children from going to school and stop the children from having the good quality education that they are supposed to have, simply because the papa and mama who carry those children come this life, they get some issues? You shouldn't allow your personal and inside discussion or disagreement to determine or to hinder the future of your children. This is exactly what these evil people did here. Biafra army are in the war front fighting day and night, and they started being in the war front inside the bush since 2020 when PM launched ESN, which was later metamorphosed into the Biafra army, which was unveiled in Helsinki 2023 October. And then you want to come and stop or bridge their flow of fun, which will now go and destroy the strength of the Biafra army, which is the reason why we brought this letter from CRC, so that those things cannot come to happen in future. CRC foresaw the problem that was supposed to come to destroy our army. That is why CRC came with this letter and said, so that the unforeseen or the unpredicted will not come to happen, let us cast a vote of confidence on those persons that PM had given those work to do, so that before we even go to Finland, they will continue doing their work with no problem, and the defense will not have any problem while we are in the convention, because it is going to be a tough battle. While we are in convention, there was battle on ground. And if these persons did not continue to do their work, all of you would not have here all hell Biafra again now, because they would have taken over our barracks, infiltrated everywhere, and killed everybody. But the Biafra army were in battle since on the 26th to 3 days ago. That is when they decam all of them from they expunge all of them. It is 3 days ago that you started seeing General Oligos coming to do what? To speak and to send message from General Butuzo to all of you. For the past 26 November to 3 days ago, you did not see them because they were busy in the battlefield. Get this message and then get this straight. Let me leave the mic for my ministers to say something before we bring another thing to the screen and explain to Biafran people. Thank you, my minister, Jared.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you so much. You have done a formidable job with that letter. Thank you so very much. And you can see it is quite interesting that Biafrans are now, seeing everything to acknowledge the job that these gatekeepers have done. Believe you me, the Prime Minister will be so proud of the Biafrans that stood their ground to maintain status quo. I'm reading the comment and I'm wonderfully impressed that Biafrans are alive and are awake. This is interesting because Mazi Simon Ekpa, our leader, also had predicted that tough times like this will come. But some of us didn't know how tough it will be. And for the fact that this toughness, this tough season erupted from within and you are able to contain it, it shows how resilient you are and it shows how ready you are for this freedom. May the love of Biafra keep you all alive, and may you all, every one of you that have stood waiting for our PM, may you all see Biafra. You will all see Biafra because you will know that, look, there's no way that our Prime Minister will make mistake. You see how interesting it is? The Prime Minister made sure he set up this CRC. CRC is Conflict Resolution Committee. And the enemy, the very first thing the enemy did was to attack that thing. And he thought he could stop it. And glory be to Chuko the enemy stood on illegitimacy to attack the CRC. And that's why you see how they fail Yakata. Maybe this letter have been going into circulation. All of you have been seeing this. Some people say, hey, they want to overthrow. Yeah. Do I look? Some people read it and say, hey, wait, why did they do this? Now you have listened to it. Now your head have calmed down. You listen to the one of Biafra land. Read it from top to bottom. And your head now open. Some people are saying, wow, this letter. You can see now. This cabinet that our prime minister have, we are not self-seeking, hungry, power-seeking cabinet. Judas showed themselves immediately, and you see where the Judases are now. You see where they are. But the real people that stood with Christ, barefooted, they are standing, and they're saying, Christ, where you go, I will go. Where you die, I will die. Your people will be my people. Your land will be my land. Hey, it is not from lips. You know, a lot of people were from their lips. Yeah. And then you see today, they are the people posing with propaganda, satanic, wicked, evil propaganda. And then you will see them, and you imagine that if a knife is given to that drunkard, and then Vam or Sonny appears before her, she will slit our throats. She will slit our throat. I told you, there was a place Apostle Paul said when he was talking to those that had missed their way. He told them, he said, the love of God constrained me. The love of God is what constrained us. And in this case, the love of Biafra constrain us. You will never see my senior minister here coming on the social media and looking for how a fellow Biafran will be buy. Hey, I want him to buy. No, you will never see us doing that. You saw what he said when he started. He said, those of you that have been deceived, you will come back to your senses. Because you are all Biafrans. We love you. This Biafra is for you, is for me. It is not for only us. So that is why when there is a prodigal son, the only thing we desire is that prodigal son will come back to his senses. When the time comes, those that have gone to the extreme, I'm telling you, they will be judged in a Biafran court. Everything is open. The things that we have all done is open. So those of you that are calling us criminals, he's a criminal, she's a criminal, he's a thief. Wait, we go. People now say we don't enter United States of Biafra. So why are you judging us before we enter the re-establishment? Wait now. When we get there, they will not bring me before the court. And then they will say, make sure that everything you say will be the truth and nothing but the truth. And anything you hear, say, or do will be used against you in the court of law. And I will say, yes, I do. In the Biafra court, it will not be like the Janjaweed Kangaroo Banana Republic Court of Nigeria. No. Biafra court. So you see, some people that are intelligent already are seeing the tendencies of this Madam You Must Bow. You see how fast she was going. Today, when I played the video of what she was blabbing in your last fundraising, most of you that were there, you never knew that she was telling you, you are overlooking. You never knew that this lady was telling you that we want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to set you people up. That we want to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to declare Biafra. Goodness me, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come and declare Biafra, is it not a win-win for us? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not going to be happy over that? Is that not the desire of our prime minister that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come to Finland? But this woman was telling you that because we don't love Simon Ekpa, we were planning with Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2 days before, so that he will not come and declare Biafra and take the credit and Mazi Simon Ekpa, everything has worked for and all. You just imagine, you listen to, like seriously, you listen to that. You, after listening to it, you will still carry your head. Some of you have white beer. Some of you have, you will come out and say, hey, COS is a woman. When we start with COS, I look at you and say, who are these brain demented people? And today, you can see the good news that are coming. We must not forget to celebrate our 4 soldiers, 4 gallant men that were taken in Finland that have been set free today, to the shock and amazement of the mad ranting woman. It was after myself and my boss, declared the news online, she quickly picked it up and posted it. Because she's out of touch. She's out of touch. She came to destroy, to steal, but she forgot that the government is still intact. Completely intact. Everything about her was fake. By the time you begin to hear some of the things that this lady, this you must bow have done, you would go shock. Everything is fake. Everything is criminal. Everything is wayo. Everything is magoma. All mapped out and planned out. But because of Batobie, who knows the end from the beginning, he knew that this CRC is very, very important. She was put out of it. And she herself didn't know how important that CRC was. Because if she knew, she would have wanted to be a part of the CRC. And then our Batobie made sure she was not part of the CRC. Our Batobie made sure she never had one single meeting between him and the gallant men. When the Holy Ghost was asking her, can you just tell us whether you have been in our meeting once? And as noble as these men are, even though they know that she's fake, they were still giving her a benefit of the doubt. The Commander General Butuzo had a meeting with this stiff-necked fellow. You know, when you are stiff-necked, it means that you have been condemned. And when you open the cook and say, you are gone. 1 year is gone. Butuzo told you, look at what you will do. Do this with it. She did her hair back. How many of you saw her when she was in Finland? She was doing like this. I'll ask myself, what is she on? Is she on a metamorphomin or another? Somebody that came online and told you, everybody in the world, that money will not be our problem. She said money will not be our problem. And then suddenly she will tell you she wants to bring another account and you want to believe her. She already told that money is not her problem. Then where is that your money now? Bring it from where you have it now and leave our own account alone for us. Because we know how to fund our men. We know how to fund our men. So we give glory to Chuko Kabiama for setting our men from Finland, 4 of them free. And before you know it, before you wave your hand in your eye and bring it down. Oh, Batop, yeah! I rest my case. Wada Betty, I hand over to you, Wada. This your smile is captivating. Okay, hold on. Wada, it's like your mic was muted. Okay, let me give you power in your tongue. Go ahead, Wada.
Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Remember, Onyendu said, mental toughness, this is the time. In fact, my minister and his deputy have said it all. But let me just chip in one thing. You know, in the Bible, there's a man that they said gave talents to his followers. Some went and hid their own. Some tried working hard with it, but only one remained strong and worked so hard that when they were called to give account of their stewardship, only one that made it. We don't expect, that everybody in the cabinet will be fantastic at this time, only 4 weeks. So I think that God knows how to expose things to a man that does not believe something or does not understand. Just like a time when I was asking myself, why did Onyendu have all these non-entities around him? Is the same way anybody would ask, why is it that our PM was hinted about this Nigerian politician in our midst, but everything was ignored? But God has a way of exposing people. We are Biafrans, and Biafrans, we will remain. We will all remain Biafrans. There is no how that this period, that Musa and his groups will defeat us. We have battled it with them 1967 to 1970. They did not win us. They say no victor, no vanquished. Or do you think it is now that they will? Biafra has been declared. When I made my program, someone was telling me, please try and give Biafrans hope, because our elders, some of them, so that they don't die of heart attack before Biafra comes. I said, no, there is hope. And you all know that all these ministers were elected, but PM, as the head, appointed his administrative head and his PA. And those ones have limited powers. But it's unfortunate that you will be attached with high qualification to your name and you cannot act your position. You cannot do things orderly. Just 3-4 months or 4 weeks that our PM was away, and the breeze blew and we started seeing the bottom of the hen. It's good, because God said in every situation, give thanks. And I know that this time is one of those times. Give thanks, because every situation there is something you have to learn. We are all learning. Another person during my program this afternoon, I was using my colleague's media program to do. They say, why is it that you people want to delay us? You don't want somebody to lead us. And I asked that person, can you calculate how many months when what happened during the time of Onyendu happened? At least PM was doing program that time. At least PM was able to show us some letters stipulating what Onyendu wanted. But you should tell me, one letter were you people shown? Or do you think that PM does not know how to write? PM showed us Onyendu's letter. So with that Onyendu's letter, we knew that Onyendu has something to tell us through his letter writing. But that's by the way. You understand? Let me also remind our people that if you are appointed, you have limited powers. And if you go beyond that powers, whatever you propagate to do is illegal. And that illegality invalidates what you have done. But this is Biafra. This is freedom fighting. Every water passes under the bridge. We are here watching. We are here seeing everything. My people, don't be deceived. Do not be deceived. Stop acting like children, looking for someone to cry to. We are not crying babies. Just 4 weeks that your leader or your prime minister is not around, you started dancing like mad women on the streets. You know, we don't have to come here educating people, but the truth is that when a liar is lying and you don't debunk it, it will seem like a reality. When did you people know Vam 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 or Minister Parawa or Nkele as a kidnapper? Are they in Nigeria? Who are they kidnapping? When do you think that PM does not know their background before they were brought to the cabinet to elect them? They were elected. They were not appointed. So if you are appointed and your boss who appointed you is not around, you have to give way. But that is not the case here. You know, that is not the case. Bringing confusion amongst us, we should not forget that our enemies is at war. Right now, since Musa have infiltrated Biafra land with his terrorists in uniform, who have reported it to you people, At least on my platform yesterday, all the program I did was with Musa and the soldiers in Biafra land. Go and check my platform. And someone was there telling me I will unfollow you. I said, please, go now and unfollow me. I'm not here for relevance or for position or for number of views. I am here for Biafra to come. And the other Otinku was saying that Nkere pays the media team. And I'm telling you people that we are not paid. Nobody pays us a penny. We are all volunteers. Like what you people are writing here, you are writing it out of your own goodwill. And you are all here with us because you know that what we are doing is genuine. We are not here to look for anybody to call us names or give us position. No, we are not looking for position. We are looking for our freedom. So remember that in every country, we just declared Biafra. We are now a nation. What is very important is the military, your defense, and your finance. They have been telling you, oh, go and donate to, I don't know that name they called it. Do not put your money in one chance. Put your money in a place where the correct ministers, the correct finance is. PM left this finance. PM does not have two governments when he was with us. Why do you people allow yourself to be divided? Though I'm not here to control anybody, but we have to speak to you. We are all one. Anybody who say that, oh, I'm not with you people, you can take your leave. That's why referendum is there. You have your choice to decide where you want to be. We are here waiting for our PM. It's only 4 weeks that PM is not with us. Only 4 weeks. PM is not with us. Oh, my people, where is your loyalty? Where is your appreciation? You people should give PM kudos because he has tried. PM has a very good structure. So anybody who is overlooking this structure, chonya mwife n'isi maka ndị Igbo tudi nusi anya ghara igwe ọ na-achọ gịnị? Anya gafere igwe gịnị ka ọ na-achọzi? What sort of structure do you people want other than the one that PM left for us? And he struggled so hard to keep this structure in case he is not there. Then you follow what he has kept. Tell me any nation, newly pronounced and declared nation that has two governments. Tell me. You just declared, told the world that we have declared a new nation. And you quickly, probably, I was thinking that probably this government was formed before we went to Finland. Because it was barely 4 days that we came back that this list came. You know? So my people, we are not here to force any one of you. As I said, when you have referendum going on, what it means is that you have choice to choose where you want to belong. We are not practicing jihad, where they force people. I was listening to their program this afternoon. What I was hearing, all representative, you must. Is that what we are going to get? After running from Nigeria, you must. We are now coming to Biafra, you must. No, my people. If you people don't want freedom, I want freedom. And that freedom we must get. I will leave it here while we are still here to talk to you people. God bless Biafrans. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless the cabinet ministers. God bless our PM. Thank you, Biafrans.
Somebody was saying 1,100 watching on by this time, but I want to tell you that you don't know how many people are watching. only on one channel, that is where 1,200 are watching. If you add other people that are watching, we have 2,300 and something that are watching across our channels just at this time in 1 hour only. Thank you, my senior minister, sir.
Thank you, Minister Ajare. That is to tell you that Biafrans are hungry of truth.
Mm.
Biafrans are hungry of truth. And they love when they hear it because we expatiate it for them. We give you detail by detail. Now, they have said that we are on salary. Yes, they said Minister Ajare is on salary, that Minister Soni is on salary, that Minister Dabeti is on salary. First question we should ask them, those people that are telling you that we are on salary, were they also on salary before they now left Biafran government under Prime Minister to go and form a new government? Were they also on salary? Were they receiving salary like us? They also said Prime Minister was on salary. Not today they started it. So Biafran people, for you to understand, none of the ministers are on salary. Starting from PM to the last person, nobody is on salary. These are the propagandas and blackmails that they have come up in order to denigrate the potency and the integrity of the government that the Prime Minister built. How can you say that this okay, I thought they brought out letter and they say it is letter of contract. And they are telling you that we are on salary, right? I want to ask you, from that letter that they brought out and say it is letter of contract that we all signed, did you see where it was stipulated that we are on salary base and that we are going to receive 500 euro or 300 or 200 or 400? Because when you are given a contract of work, your salary must be stipulated on the contract. Please, Biafran people, did you see how much
somebody's Buka T Ekpa display his own?
You want to display comment?
No,
Okay.
not that one. Oh, Buka T said, good.
He's a content creator. Yes, they are just creating content. So please, Biafran people, you guys should go and look at one thing about this BRGIE media is that we don't rush to bring out any evidence to the media. We will wait for them to go and bring it out. The letter that I just read, the CRC letter, did you see any of my ministers post it out on the media? No.
No. We didn't even talk about it because we were waiting for those that have sense to read it in between the line. But
we did not bring that letter out to the media because this was a cabinet issue. But they are the one that brought it out. Until when they brought it out before we started commenting on it. Because as they brought it out to the media, even as it is written on the letter, that this leader emperor implies the person that PM set up to work with men on ground. They are still writing something and telling you that it is a different thing. That this is meaning that take over power. But you will see something written there. The thing there does not say take over power or become the next power in line. So if you go and look at the letter that they posted and say it was our contract, did you see anywhere that stated that we are on 600 euro contract or 400 euro contract or 500 euro or 300 or 1,000 or 1,500? That alone should address the accusations and the blackmail and propaganda about us that we are on contract and on salary. So we have no contract on salary. Prime Minister never signed anything like that. We are not being paid directly or indirectly. Everyone are doing a selfless sacrifice. And in that so-called paper that they say they posted out as contract, it is stipulated there that we are on selfless and voluntary services to the Biafran government. And we have to work from our remote areas at our own disposal, our own possible time. Not even time that you will wake me up when I am not disposed. When I am at work, when my work ethics cannot allow me to be answering calls, I cannot attend the meeting. So you have to now work based on your work ethics and your time differences and your location to be able to serve the Biafran people. So on the issue of we are on salary, they gave us money. or Minister Okechukwu is paying all of us, please. There is no salary. There is nothing like that. It is a lie. And as we are on this program here now, many of you can give us super chat. If our channels has super chat enabled, you giving us super chat or giving us a PayPal support for super chat is not a crime. You are supporting us for the services that we are doing for Biafra, and you cannot call this salary. Super chat is not salary. So for those that are now going about telling us that we are on salary, please, when Prime Minister was broadcasting on daily basis, you will see how Biafrans will be heaping him with super chat. You will see how they will be giving him super chat as appreciation and support for his time and services and sacrifice that he is sacrificing. So when any of the media personnel is given super chat for support, don't go and turn it and say it is salary. That is the same way you turn Prime Minister's on and say Prime Minister is being paid salary. So people should wake up, please. And now, there is only one government. So let us not go with the narrative, for those of you listening to us, that there are two governments. No. The people that you see, the Nigerian politicians that were hiding inside the Biafran government or Prime Minister, they went to form a new government. So the Prime Minister's government is still intact. Nothing has happened. And so there's nothing like two governments. There's nothing like two governments. The Prime Minister's government is what is still intact. And the cabinet are the people that you see that will be speaking to you tomorrow, that hosted fundraising before and have been hosting meetings and talking to the reps and admins of all countries. The cabinet are still intact. And another thing is that the people that, the Nigerian politicians that have formed a new government, they are now doing what? Committing fraud. Do you know how they are committing fraud? They are using the document of Biafran government under the Prime Minister, registered in Baltimore, to be writing all the letterheads. They are also forging the Prime Minister's letterhead to use and write every memo that they are writing to put people and remove people and do all sort of nonsense. Prime Minister is not aware of whatever they are doing, does not approve of whatever they are doing. He did not sign anything, has not used or command anybody or give anybody instruction and say, go and do this or use my letterhead. For you to even use Prime Minister's letterhead to write a letter in his absence, that is a very big fraud. That is a very big fraud. So Biafran people, listen to this and listen well. Oh. When you see them posting something with the Prime Minister on behalf of Prime Minister, they will put on behalf of Prime Minister. They are committing fraud because their government is different from the government that Prime Minister registered. And the Prime Minister has not made changes to the government that he registered for the Biafran people in Baltimore, in the USA. He has not changed the name to anything yet. It still remains the name that he had before he was detained for questioning. And the address still remains the same. The email address still remains the same. The contact address still remains the same. Everything, the phone number still remains the same. So when these Nigerian politicians and the new groups that they have formed are using the letterhead of the Prime Minister of Biafran government to be writing letters, they are committing fraud and treason. So Biafran people should listen and understand and know what is actually happening, that it is out of point, it is out of line. So a great sacrilege is being committed here, and people are not looking at it. People are just being carried away with our new declaration of the restoration of Biafra, but they are not looking at the implications that this Madam Nigerian politician is putting herself into with the people working with her. This Biafran government under Prime Minister registered in Baltimore office have the power to sue.
They say, somebody say she upgraded herself. Look at the comment. Is that Sunny? That is why she upgraded herself to deputy PM, so she can have such power to commit that fraud.
Okay. You are right. You are right. Taproot, you are right. Yes, she needed to upgrade herself to deputy save her claim prime minister so that she can commit the fraud and have legitimacy to herself. So, like I was saying, the Biafran government that was registered and the head office is in Baltimore, which the documents are still intact, have a legal right to sue this woman for using the letterheading of that office, the address of that office, the email of that office, and the letterheading of the prime minister to commit all this fraud that she's doing. You are forging the document of the Biafran government, you're forging the letterhead of the prime minister, and you are using all these documents to commit crimes against the Biafran government. And we are just looking at you and we are laughing. You don't know the implications of what you have done. So if we pick up legal case against you now, and all the people that you have put in your new One Nigeria form government, you will be in a very big soup. Now, with that being said, everyone should understand that there are no two governments. She just formed her own thing and it is for herself. But we are warning her to stop using the Biafran government document to publish whatever she's doing and stop using the prime minister's letterhead. It is impersonation and fraud. And also, the only government is the one that prime minister set up, and it is still standing. The documents are still there and active. Even the lobbyists and the attorneys that prime minister contracted for this government, the document that they signed for this government is to that head office that is in Baltimore. It is not to this your new nonsense government that you are setting up. So you have nothing to do with the lobbies that had contract with the Biafran government when prime minister was here, because it had nothing to do with your new government. Nothing, whether that contract or signature. No, it is with the government that prime minister set up, and every structure still remains. We are warning you people, especially those of you that they have put your names on those documents, and you are jumping around. Oh, Secretary of Water Resources. Oh, Secretary of Toilets. Oh, Secretary of Bathroom. Oh, Secretary of Defense. Oh, Secretary of Pipeline Water. Oh, Secretary of of Market Women. You are jumping around. You don't know that you have been implicated.
The confusion got so mad that this deception, she came and told them, we are no longer in exile. We are not a government. We are no longer in exile. We are no longer Brgie. Now, all of a sudden, when she saw that there is no way she can really defend it because she's still in exile, she now started combining it together. USB, BRGIE. What a level of stupidity and confusion.
So what she's trying to tell you is that by the time you start by, you say that you are in the United States of Biafra, that is, you have gone to the homeland, yeah. Then you now come back again to BRGI. That means you now run back to exile. Oh my God. Biafran people, the name of our proposed country and nation is United States of Biafra. Now, for now that we are fighting for total restoration and for total liberation of Biafra so that we will implement that United States of Biafra, the government that we are standing to fight on is the government in exile.
So she's creating a logo. Sonny, they said she's creating a logo. You know, she said that their logo is coming soon.
Because she has a different government, not the government of PM. So she has to do everything different. Let her go and register a government and do everything different. Then there is another point we need to address before we go to the next issue. Now, many of you are saying PM said, do not attack Ngozi. Ignore the Nigerian propaganda against the COS that she is a Nigerian agent or destroying a Biafra government. I want to remind all of you, I want everything that we are saying, please, those that know how to cut our videos out, try to be cutting the important points out. I want to remind all of you that Prime Minister said, I am Nelly and Nelly is me. He said anybody that attacks Nelly is attacking Simon Ekpa. Let me repeat again. My Prime Minister said, I am Nelly and Nelly is me. Anyone that is attacking Nelly is attacking me. Why? Because he was protecting Nelly because of what we were doing, and he was also giving Nelly the time for her to expose her real self. So it's like you keep your enemies very close to yourself, and then you watch them and also keep them a distance. So when PM said, ignore the propaganda that came that she's a Nigerian agent, it was for her to have enough time to bring out the devil in her, just like it happened in the time of Nelly. So the same Nelly that PM defended and said, Nelly is me, me is Nelly, was the same Nelly that it came to a time that they had to remove that uniform and then show the people the real Nelly. So it is the same thing that is
Yes.
happening now. If PM was not detained for questioning, the real uniform of the Nigerian politician woman in Biafran government will not have come out. So it was time for it to come out. That is why when I was addressing Biafrans in the convention, I said, if PM was here in this convention, maybe we wouldn't have done our best. Number one. Moreover, the unforeseen would have happened. And what if the unforeseen had happened and he will not survive it? But God did what? God took him away so that he will go and stay safe for us and then come back to come and finish the fire that he started, because the zoo have not seen anything yet. And it is a time of probation. With him down there, you have seen everybody bringing out the evil in them. How you will now call a cabinet to come and prop the prime minister, ask him for accountability when he is answering to the Finland police in just few days. When you call me now to ask for accountability of what prime minister sent me as his minister, you are invariably asking the prime minister for the report, because I was not reporting to you, I was reporting to the prime minister. So if I had flaws in my line of duty, I have to sort it out with him. So when you call me in his absence so that you can indict him with whatever flaws that I have, you are trying to get at him and also to use the evidences against him. Why must you even look for the accountability of him when he is inside? Why didn't you look for the same accountability of him when he was here for the past 3 years with you? You did not ask him, never for once, for the same accountability. But you're asking him for the same accountability just in 1 week that he is there to answer for Biafra people. So that has been addressed. Another thing is that those Biafran licensed reps and admins that have in their position come. I don't know, finish us with laugh. Because it can come very soon.
I mean, when that video, when that song, I don't know when I will see, I make I put out. I got to come. I was suddenly they talk, me I look for the video, I'll play, I'll laugh small. And then the Ramba got to come, I got to come. Jesus.
Master, you see the video? If you see the video, playable.
They talk, I'll look for them. I go look for them. If you get them, say anybody will first get them, send that for me, I beg.
I don't have the video here. I just came across it. I played it. I was laughing. I think I posted it ourselves some time ago. So keep on looking for it. So this message now is to the Biafra licensed reps and admins, and also continental reps. The Biafra ID card that was paid for and processed by the Biafra Security Administration Department of the Biafran government This ID card is a property of the Biafran that paid for the money, and that paid for the ID card. And that Biafran paid for this ID card with his or her money. Now, because of the fact that that ID card was paid for, and every information on that ID card is for that Biafran, you as a Biafra license official, you as a Biafra license rep of continent or admin, you don't have the right to return anybody's ID card. Listen to us very well. If in your countries, you people have rules and regulations in your license offices that every member have to pay for the license offices because of the logistics that you go through to pay the rent or for the electricity or for the water or for other logistics or for internet, fine and good. If it is 20 euro or 30 euro or 50 that you people have been charging yourself,
I got to come, hey. I got to come, hey. I got to come, I got to come, I get back, he won't look up, I can't go, I got to come, he got to come, he got to
hey,
Yesterday,
but I want to laugh.
Kotimpu called us Achikote Kwon. She brought all our pictures and said we Achikote Kwon. I got to come this time.
I got to come. I got to who go got to come. Kwabu go. We got to come.
The Biafran that brought this message up in the comment section is actually following everything.
Because I got to come. I got to come.
Hey, no, it's a small thing. Yeah, it's good. It's good we add a dazzle to our work so that the smile will come out. Yes, we don't kill anybody, and we cannot come here to frown from beginning to the end. So we are very happy because our Biafran license officials that we also detained for questioning with our prime minister have been released, 4 of them in Finland. And then that is very good news. So we need to be happy. And then there is no evidence that have been found against them with all the drillings that have been done. And also our prime minister, we stand to see him coming out very soon. So Biafran people need to be very, very happy. So my message was going to the Biafran license offices, reps and admins of continents and countries, that if you happen to have been one selected by the Biafran people to serve the Biafran government in that capacity in your country, you don't have any power to refuse or to stop the Biafran from collecting his or her ID card. You don't have any power. At all. You have to release their ID cards to them. Whether Madam Nigerian politicians have put your name in the new list of government and then you are happy, and then you want to use that opportunity to punish Biafrans with their ID card, let me tell you, we can file a legal case against you. Yes. And if even without the Biafran government, under the Prime Minister filing that case, if that Biafran should take you to the local police station of your country or immigration, you are in a very big soup.
Big one.
You are in a very big soup. And your Madam Nigerian politician will not come and help you when you are answering the case in your country, because it's a very big case. So just do what? Release the ID card of every Biafran that their ID cards are in your position in your country to them, because you happen to be the Biafra license official. Give them their ID cards. Return it to them. If you people had like 20 euro or 30 euro or 50 that every Biafran must pay to be able to obtain anything from the Biafra license office, because of the logistics and the rent, electricity, internet, and everything that you people are paying for the license office, which is what we do in my own end. We contribute the money ourselves. So whoever has not been coming, you have to be part and parcel of all those logistics that we pay. You pay those dues before we can attend to any of your processes. So if that is the arrangement in your country, so be it. Tell the person, okay, you have to pay 50 ejemma before you collect your ID card, because of the logistics of the Biafra license office that we cater for. So the person pay, you release the ID card to the person. But do not refuse giving out somebody's ID card, because it is against the law. If they take you to the police, you stand jail terms. That is that. And if you also happen to be one of those that the Prime Minister gave the work to do in the Biafra Security Department, where the data and information of Biafrans are being processed on that website, do this work diligently. Do not think that Prime Minister is not here, and then you try in any way to do the work otherwise, or to sabotage the effort of the Biafran government, or to do anything bad to the Biafran people information. I am warning you guys. Remember that you have to face the law in whatever you do. You are not dealing with the Prime Minister here. You are dealing with the United States of Biafra. You're dealing with the law that guides the entire world. Informations and data of people are very important. So don't play with it and don't get yourself into the web. Yes, thank you so much for that. And another thing that we want to show to you people is that the other, the mad woman that we just played a video here, that she's a Komkom. We saw her playing one video and circulating the video and telling Biafrans that the video is the Biafra army suffering in the battlefield and eating gari. We want you people to disregard that video. It is just part of the propaganda and blackmail that they are trying to come up to do what? To deceive you and to convince you into not making your regular donations as you used to do to support the Biafra army. This is the reason that I tell you that if you want to attack the strength of a nation, you have to go after the finance, you go after the defense, and then you go after the media. And this is what they had tried to do. They are trying to discourage all of you that the Biafra army has not been getting what they used to get, so that they will now destroy your courage of donations. So that the money you used to come out with, you will start getting discouraged and say that men or the Biafra army are not getting what they have been, or what you have been giving out in your donations. Is a way of psychological discouragement.
Yeah.
They are using pattern to do all these things. Listen, okay.
Ask them,
So,
why haven't we heard? You have not heard anything like that during PM have been here. All our gallant men, Holy Ghost have always been coming out. General Butuzo has never complained at all. Then suddenly you are seeing this propaganda. Biafrans, you guys are wiser now. You are wiser. You are intelligent. So let me not take what
Minister, I think if we have that video, we just flash it to the screen so that everyone will see the stupidity of the Komkom
I don't
woman.
don't even have the video because I did not pay attention to that at all. I don't have the video.
Yeah,
I
wait,
expected
I'll
the
get
to
it
know.
from Twitter. Yeah. Because it's good.
They were pulling
Go
sympathy
to the
from
government platform. Is there? Go to the government platform.
Okay.
I posted it there.
All right, Minister Yari, go ahead. Go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah, I forgot my line of thought. So that's you ask yourself, why are they coming up with that kind of those kind of propaganda? Why? You know, and our men on ground have been intact. Tell me, all this water you have been seeing since. You have seen water all the while. Water continues even up to yesterday. Water. Is it those hungry video that they have, if our men were hungry, would you be seeing those water? You will not. If our men were hungry, all the while Musa was crying that we have taken over their airspace. So do you mean our men were hungry and they were still taking over the airspace and Musa was crying? Up until our prime minister was taken away for questioning, Musa was crying. Musa stopped crying recently because Madam You Must Bow have collected her package, her lion's share, to make sure she jeopardizes what our prime minister have done. If we tell you what this woman have done, honestly, believe me, you'll be shocked. But our PM, you know, except if he doesn't want to expose a lot, but by the time he comes out, he will choose what and what to tell you. That is why you see us, even the SMS that she was claiming is the surrogate SMS. Did you see us talk about it? We started talking about it when they brought it out from their own platform. The SMS that she used to carry her power and said this is what gave her power. If we tell you how that SMS, she got it, you will shock. Very fake and a criminally minded individual. Our PM, you know, this particular recess our PM took, I cannot see that recess was actually needed. That break was needed because if it was not that break, believe you me, you will still think you are with somebody in cabinet, brandishing as a chief of staff to our prime minister. Honestly speaking. But now, thank you.
Thank you, my minister. I have brought the video to the screen. Okay. So put it for us so that Biafrans will just listen. It's very short, few seconds, so that we hear the non-entity that is speaking from inside.
Again. Gari kabada ngomo.
So bad, they are just before Friday. I'm going to everything.
Gary, maybe be a president now to thousands every week. Gary, success when God take put a book again. Okay, can I wear about take put a book again? I will disgrace you people. All have a get of the etty. I was like, I wipe on another film. Or that can miss now. A bunch of them. Anybody.
So, Biafran people, you can see it now and understand.
Even if they choose, if some people choose to drink Gary, me now, I don't know where I never see Gary, better Gary even drink where I did so. Some people can even decide to drink Gary. Some people can decide to drink Gary for goodness sake. But for you to even come and use it as a propaganda is what is shocking me. You know how much is Gary here? For you to get Gary where I am now, you know what is Gary? Go and check Gary market now. Go to Nigeria market now, the zoo market, and check Gary, how much Gary is costing. This Gary you are talking about. You understand? And you're using it to do propaganda that you have it quantum. And Biafrans who understand will never buy it. But you see anybody...
Minister Ajare, I like something. Taproot wrote something. He said, our men are hungry, but they showed us live video feeding captured zoo soldiers.
You see? Our men are hungry, but they showed us live video feeding captured zoo soldiers, eating better soup and many meat in it. Thank you. Thank you, Taproot. Thank you. we captured zoo army and feed them. We saw them eating
And feed them. God bless you. Taproot, you get sense. God bless you so much. How many of you remember that video that the Biafra Liberation Army captured the zoo terrorists? Was it Air Force or Navy or Army? It was Yoruba Afonja. And then Biafra Liberation Army generals was feeding, oh my God. Some of you were angry and say, why will you be feeding him with so much good food? He was chopping beef. They said, chop, enjoy yourself. Chop, enjoy yourself. Taproot, God bless you. You guys are in the spirit. That means we don't even need to do too much work because you guys are following up everything and you know the propaganda and the blackmail. So if our Biafra Liberation Army were actually feeding the terrorists with beef, then you now go and bring Gary to come and use as propaganda and blackmail so that you will distort the minds of Biafrans from coming to make donations in fundraising. The God of Biafra has laid a curse on you already. Because whatever people are doing to bring down the defense, to weaken the defense, and to weaken our finance, and to destroy our media, it cannot happen. These are the three powers of the government, and that is what they are targeting. So it is not going to happen. Please let Minister Betty say something before we go to the next.
Thank you, my minister. You and your deputy have said everything I would have said. But to cap it all is that our people are now very wise. You know, the speed at which these people are going is nothing but to fulfill their paid masters, happiness. They no longer talk about our sit at home. And Musa was yesterday. In fact, yesterday and this morning I saw it again on the news that they will soon stop sit at home. You all know that this sit at home is destroying the economy and the civil disobedience, whereby our people are showing anger for detaining their leader. This sit at home is doing two major things for us: civil disobedience, and they want to stop it. Since people have been going to market Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to Friday, so many years ago, what have they done with the money? That is a pertinent question, because you'll be asking people to pay tax in the dirty market that there's always flood. You always see the sit at home when our men from homeland are showing sit at home. You see their shops like a kitchen where they keep fowl. Everything happening in homeland, are they talking about it? They are rather busying themselves for their relevance, for everybody to get position. Today, if you go to space, when she's talking and they are talking, their voice will be shaking with fear. And that never happened when PM was here, because PM will make you be very relaxed. I remember the day that PM called for space and we were there. He was asking my minister, Akbarawa, where is Van Van Van? I want him here. So my people, if PM does not want these men, do you think you know better than PM? All these wonderful men that works tirelessly, that these are the people overnight. We just left for Finland and came back last week. So suddenly, all these people you used to know just changed automatically. What a life. What a life, my people. I really don't know what to tell you, Biafrans. But what you have to remember is that he who laughs last, laughs best. Musa is in touch with all of them. If you give me any oath, I will swear, because they are working with Musa, and everything happening concurrently. This period when we are about to go for our what is it called? Our declaration was when they gave Bianca, the foreign affairs minister, was when Bianca brought this whole thing, was when they were refusing to settle with Mr. Nkere in Finland. Madam, she must bow. She said today that all the names they are calling her, that she reads whatever we write whenever she has time, that very soon our Twitter will be closed. Has she now become Mr. Tesla? What's his name again? The owner of Twitter. To close our Twitter handles. My people be lying so much. How can a woman that lies so much never gets married? Because no man likes a woman that lies a lot. Yeah? Treating you people like slaves in your own country, in your own nation. My people, make your way to Biafra fundraising, www. You know, I don't know it off head. You know where you used to come and do your donations. Do not listen to anybody. Don't be chanced or enter one chance bus by going to donate to a charitable organization, because by law, a nation cannot be allowed to use charitable account to do anything.
Just pause for 1 minute so that they will hear what the account you are telling them about. Let them hear it.
Okay, let me.
Biafra restoration has been declared. Now we must defend it. Biafrans all over the world, to support the Biafra Liberation Army, continue to go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/tax and ipobinusa.org/donate. The government in exile remains in place until Biafra land is completely secure. We will first expel the terrorists and remove all presence of the zoo in our land, while also pursuing the diplomatic agenda of recognition. After we have removed the zoo from our land, a transitional government will be formed and will operate openly in the homeland. PM demonstrated for us everything that we need to do to get our goal. Biafra's success comes from your consistency in execution. Continue to support our men with what you have. Let's make this happen together.
Okay, Mwada, continue.
Thank you.
Yes. So my people, yes, we need to go and donate, because finance plus our defense is equal to a strong nation, because Musa is not giving up. Musa is not giving up. This is what we should be telling ourselves. To be honest with you, I am not an advocate of quarrel. I love peace. And we Biafrans generally, we are not hostile or violent people. We love peace. But whoever brought anything upon themselves should not blame anybody. We are one people, and these Fulanis, they have been destroying us, separating us for so many years. And we all have to say no to this splitting of our group, of ourselves. I know I might be sounding like a crybaby, but the truth is that if you people are not divided, they cannot get you. When Onyendu was around, because I was following Onyendu bumper to bumper, Onyendu said that you have to split into pieces in order to eat it. You know, so I really don't have anything to say again, because my minister, Minister Sonny and Vam Vam Vam, they have said a lot. We should learn from what they are saying. But my own is that you people should remember that this December, one Dr. Kemi gave us an intel that they plan to invade our people. They plan to invade them this December. So concurrently, everything is working at the same time, very, very, very fast. Let everybody come and donate. Forget about sentiment. Biafra struggle is not a sentimental issue. Don't allow sentiment to becloud your sense of good reasoning and judgment. And remember our people back home. Remember that all those that are buying at home are our brothers and sisters. Who are we going to meet when we get home? We need to defend them. And it is all your cheerful and willing donation that will keep them safe. Thank you so much. Thank you, my people. I appreciate all of you. I love you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's run over to next thing on the screen because we want to make sure we close on top of the hour. Yes, in 15 minutes. So many of you have seen that this woman have also flagged the Biafra coin official Twitter handle. We want Biafrans to be seeing the atrocities of this Nigerian politician in Biafra government. Biafran people, many of you have invested in the Biafran coin. And the Biafran coin and this official Twitter handle is linked to the Bank of Biafra website, the Bank of Biafra Reserve, which was unveiled by the Biafran government under the supervision of the Prime Minister. You saw how it was unveiled. The entire cabinet were there. They voted and adopted it, and it was passed into law. Now, today, all of you saw that this evil woman wrote here and said, USBT Biafra coin handle closed and handler Azubike suspended, and said this Twitter handle and any site associated with USBT Biafra coin managed by one Azubike Mwaje has been banned and no longer represents our United States of Biafra, BRGIA, and de facto. Listen, I want you people to hear so that as we are going to expose the evil, you will understand how the evil has tried to trend. It went on to say, all funds have been safely moved to a new secure USB Biafra coin website. The Twitter handle will be released soon. Now, listen to me. She doesn't have access to this Biafra Bank of Biafra website. She doesn't have access to this Bank of Biafra website. The Bank of Biafra website, which is the Biafra Reserve, is supervised by the technical and IT team, supervised by the website manager, which the Prime Minister ordained to do work and not to allow anybody to penetrate this website. So she has made attempt to penetrate this website, and she had also made attempt asking the website manager to hand over the password and the login code of the Bank of Biafra website to her so that she will now have control of everything. I want all of you to listen. When we started this program, we explained, and the Biafra army also explained and said, if you want to destroy Biafra that we are fighting for, go and attack the finance, go and attack the defense, go and attack the media. So where is she disseminating all this information? She is doing it from the media. And where is she attacking now? She is attacking the bank reserves of the Biafra government. So that by so doing, the bank reserve of the Biafra government will now go and destroy the defense, because when there is no money now coming into flow to the defense, the government of Biafra is gone. She doesn't have access to this Bank of Biafra website, and she solicited for it, and we told her you cannot get it because Prime Minister did not sign that for us to give it to you. The persons that they signed will continue to maintain it and lock you out until Prime Minister comes back. If he wants to make changes, he can make. So the Bank of Biafra website is still working. Your staking that you have been staking is still yielding your profit. But what did she write here? She writes here to tell you people that it is not working again, so that she can now destroy the potency and the integrity and the sacrifices of the Biafran government, so that the finance will be destroyed. Latin to press. So this is an attempt to cripple the finance of the Biafran government. And do you see what she wrote on the screen? She said all the funds have been moved to a secure site. She has no access to move any funds, so she has not moved any funds. That is what she wanted. She wanted to move the funds out of the Biafran treasury. And we have denied her the access. We block every access that will allow anybody to enter there except the authorized persons that the Prime Minister ordained, because he knew that the most that he has in his government would try to do something of this nature in any day that we sleep and wake up. Put it this way. That is why you now see that she put our names here and say, these individuals, Azubike, working closely with Oge, Sonny, Vam, and soon disgruntled ex-BRGI cabinet members have hijacked and changed the password and emails, my email, PM's email, Uche's email, and other emails and secure documents. We are blocking all of you out so that you don't sabotage PM. That is why we are blocking you out, so that you don't destroy the Biafra treasury, so that you don't destroy our defense, you don't destroy the resources and all the investment that Biafrans have invested in the Bank of Biafra website, because you wanted to come and move all the resources out. Just like you said here, you said all the funds have been safely moved out. Nothing has been moved. We stopped her, so she did not succeed. But she's deceiving the gullibles by saying it has been moved out. Who gave you the access? We did not grant her the access. So we block her, we block the Uche, we block the one that they thought if they use PM to enter or PM's account, that they will be able to gain access. We block them out, we lock it and secure it down for PM, so that when PM comes back, he can be able to see the damages that they wanted to do to the Biafran government, to the Biafran treasury, to the Biafran Bank of Biafra, and to the defense. So Biafran people, when you see these people coming to write one thing in the media, I just ignore them. The day I will just sit down to analyze it, it is to open their nyash. And now, as I just opened this one, so all of you now understand what is happening. You can see what they wanted to do. Hijack the Biafran treasury, the Bank of Biafra, the website that the Prime Minister launched for Biafrans to trade Biafran coin. So that at the end of the day now, people will now come and discredit the Biafran coin. Do you see where they are going? They have to attack the finance. They have to try to destroy everything that has to do with the finance, so that by so doing, it will go back to affect where the defense, and everything will crumble. So she will continue to cry. Now, let me show you another post that she said. Another post she said is that the Biafra Defense Force web official Twitter handle, which the Prime Minister, look at it, the Biafra Defense Force Twitter handle, the Biafra Defense Headquarters Twitter handle, which the Prime Minister opened as the Defense Military Department, for Biafrans, for the United States of Biafra. She now wrote and then flagged the the Twitter official page and said it is not representing her because she doesn't want anything that will expose her or attack her. Because the Biafra Defense Forces generals were speaking through this official Defense Forces headquarters page of the Biafran government. They spoke through this page. So after they spoke through this page to expose her evil, she decided to come and say this official Defense Headquarters Biafra Liberation Force official page unveiled by the Prime Minister. Please, you people should stop calling. Stop calling. The people that are calling should stop calling. Stop calling, please. You can see this. She wants to destroy everything that the Prime Minister has set up as a foundation for the Biafra Defense Force. How many things have I shown you now? She has tried to attack the Bank of Biafra website, where money is there. She now goes to go and attack the Defense Department official Twitter handle. So that when you cripple the defense, cripple the finance, oh, the Biafran government is gone. The Biafran people will become over vulnerable to the terrorists. I have not had time to come and analyze anything, but as I have come now, and I go understand everything well. Now, let me now go to another thing to validate the good work of the website manager, which the Prime Minister put in place to do their work. My Minister, Ajare, please put this one on the screen. This is the last screen that we are sharing to explain something to Biafrans. Okay. Now, every Biafran should look at this. Look at this. Now, when you see that Sonny, Ajare, Minister of Finance, and the entire Biafra government are standing up to do what? To resist the Nigerian politician that has found herself inside the Biafran government of Prime Minister, pretending to be an angel, until when Prime Minister was called up for interrogation. When you see us fighting the devil, when you see that we started shouting after the convention, I was supposed to have started shouting inside the convention, but I said, let peace reign, so that they will not say Sonny is the one that scattered convention. I said, let peace reign, let everybody finish from convention and come back. After they finished convention, I started shouting. I said, they are going to destroy what the Prime Minister has built, which will go to hinder the defense, which will go to hinder our finance, which will go to hinder the media, and thereby grumbling and destroying the Biafra government, the United States of Biafra, that we just declared the restoration in November 29. So if we don't all wake up, all of you will not see the Biafra that you are crying and taking into cognizance every day again. Now, when you see the website manager walking up and blocking her from left, right, center of all the website, and blocking her from the email access, blocking the Uche, blocking them from the Bank of Biafra website, these are the reasons why you need to understand. Listen to us. There were strict instructions given to the website manager of this IPOB in USA.org by who? Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he shouldn't allow enemies of Biafra to take over this website of the Biafran government. Then, when PM came, PM adopted the same policies that our supreme leader laid down on the instructions of the supreme leader. Our PM went on that same legacy. He did not say they should destroy that website, they should turn it upside down, but rather, what did he do? He called the cabinet and then said, our supreme leader laid down instruction and we have to work on it. And then he told the entire cabinet that we are going to produce another website to add to what our supreme leader has already done and put on ground. So to add up to the ordinances of our Supreme Leader, MNK, he also gave strict instructions after the new website was built to the website manager to protect these two websites also with everything in him, in his presence and in his absence. He instructed the website manager, don't allow anybody. This is instruction from PMO. This instruction also came from Onyendu to the website manager. So the website manager is saving all of you. Sonny is saving all of you. Ajare is saving all of you. Minister Ankere is saving all of you. Minister Betty is saving all of you. So you guys can continue to put my name everywhere, put Ajare's name everywhere, put Betty's name everywhere, put Minister Ankere's name everywhere, call us all manners of names. We are protecting the foundation. He said, now Nigerian politicians are crying that we have blocked them from entering the website in order to destroy the foundations of Biafra. From MNK to our PM. So we now give kudos to Azubike, the website manager, for protecting Biafra treasury, which equals Biafra defense, which also, she also wanted to take over the Bank of Biafra.org website, which is where the Ejemma Biafra coin is being stored and staking ongoing daily for Biafrans that have invested heavily daily. Heavily. Biafran people have invested heavily. There are Biafrans that invest big money in the Biafran coin website so that they can be making their profit every day. But this evil Nigerian politician woman, she wanted to take over the website so that she will freeze all your assets. And then at the end of the day, she will use it against the prime minister. She will say it is the prime minister. That is how you heard her say on her broadcast on Twitter space that we have been contributing money for PM. Money that we have been contributing for the liberation, for the army of Biafra to defend Biafra land. She went online to tell you people that we have been contributing money for PM. So, Biafran people, you need to be grateful to the website manager. You need to be grateful to Akbarawa Sonny. You need to be grateful to Minister Ajare. You need to be grateful to Minister Ankere. You need to be grateful to Minister Adabeti that is here. And many of us that are not here, who are fighting to make sure. Let me also call Minister Professor Choma, then Honorable Obi, the European rep. Also, Dr. Bryson. Also, Minister Emma. Also, Minister Amobi. Also, Minister Adasayon. Also, the Director General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Joy Irobi. You need to be grateful to all these people. You need to be grateful to all these people. And many of them that I have not mentioned their names, they have many other iconic men and women like Dr. Sam. You need to be grateful to these people for holding the gate and not allowing the enemies of Biafra to destroy the foundation of the Biafran treasury, which is going down to destroy the defense. So I thank you all. We want this to sink. We don't want the broadcast to be too long. That is why we make it well-induced, so that from beginning to the end, everything that you're getting is very, very educating. I thank you all, my ministers. You may say something, then you bring it to an end. Let Biafrans go and use their tongue to count their teeth and judge for themselves. Thank you so much.
Very, very correct, my able minister. Thank you so much, my Oga at the top. I appreciate you. Biafrans is almost getting to 1 a.m. We need to call it a night. But before we leave, we still have almost 3,500 watching. Please, if you are in Italy, yes, we have 3,449 watching across the channels by this time of the night. If you are in Italy and or any of the countries where you are from and they have blocked your WhatsApp group, please get in touch with me, particularly those from Italy. Our Italian rep is becoming an instrument of zoo already. For anybody that is not smart enough to understand where this Madame You Must Bow is going to, and is collecting your money to go and put in that mandate account is against our prime minister and is against our defense. So Italy, we have already created a new WhatsApp group. Italy, we have created a new WhatsApp group in Italy. Very, very important. So please get in touch with me, Raphael Chamaka Jere, on +393510033521. +393510033521. Call me on that number, and please make sure you're calling me not during work time, after work time, or better still, you call me on Saturday morning when I'll be able to add you on the WhatsApp group if you are in Italy, so that those of you that don't know how to use the websites, then we can put you on the WhatsApp group. The admin will tell you how to make your contributions. Italy used to be the highest in Europe. We need to come back there. So Vam is involved now, and we need to get enough fund for our men from Italy. So, and every rep that have surrendered their brain to Madam, you must bow, and you know your rep is forcing you to give money to mandate account, Ngozi Arabeze charity account, get in touch with us and we'll direct you, especially those in Germany. Pastor Rose Allen is confused, deceived, and have been led astray. Pastor Rose Allen does not represent the government of Biafra. She is now a stooge to Nigeria government by working for Ngozi Arabeze, Madam, you must bow. So every one of you in all these countries where she has captured the spirits of those gullible reps, get in touch with us. We will give you the contact of the reps that you will contact. Germany and Italy, please get in touch with us. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Mr. Somebody is asking Germany, who do we contact? Tell them that is
Okay,
Mr.
Mazi, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Contact okay, or you contact Biafra Queen. What's her name? What's Betty's name? What Betty?
Warrior Queen.
Warrior Queen. If you contact Warrior Queen on Twitter, Warrior Queen will direct you. Pastor Rose is not in charge anymore. Pastor Rose, you know, if she comes back to her senses, there's no problem. The government will come back to tell you. But right now, anybody that is distracting you from the government account to mandate account is a no-no. Please, a no-no. Italy, get in touch with me. Germany, get in touch with Mazi Okay or the Warrior Queen. And every rep that have been, you know, misplaced priority, get in touch with us so that we'll put you right. Please. Thank you very much. Good night from here. Thank you.
When I know say all this while where Madam must bow, they write letter, they cancel this one, they cancel this. We just did somewhere with a laugh. We not talk anything more. Now only one button where we press now. They are crying everywhere. They are crying everywhere.
Sonny, you know what? You know what she was telling them? You know, she told them that it is Nigeria that made them to rush and declare on 29th. Now, today, she's telling them that it is Van. I was just hearing that. He said Van was running up and down. Van was going to call Finnish police. That is what they wanted to do. That is why she declared on 29th. I never knew that Van was so powerful to be able to move Finnish police to come and dispatch Madam, you must bow.
Of course, we are very powerful.
I don't know that Van is so powerful that Madam, you must bow is now afraid that it is Van that will call Finnish police to come and disrupt declaration. You see, so all
our
of you
Minister Karawa is the figurehead.
So put one and two together and see the lies that this manipulator have lied to you. I know that yes,
wait, so all the way from Italia, you get province where you the control for Latin.
For Finland, it's not me, they run up and down. I was running up and down, and I was going to call the Finnish police. That is why she did the declaration on the first day. Can you believe that?
Thank you, Biafra people.
All right, Minister Betty, you give us your closing, and then our Gakwatakata will close for us and we'll leave.
Okay, my people, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I will advise you people on free of charge, no legal fees. Calm your nerves down. and help us calm people around you down. Biafra is here. It has been declared. Nobody will withdraw it or take it away from us. All we need to do is to nurture our nation. I thought we would have been doing by now, assuming that all this division was not started, was to go and talk to those 5 countries that man from Korea who came, that they say that 5 countries told him that they want to recognize Biafra and support us. That's what we should be doing, because today I saw from my minister's Twitter handle, that's where I go to get my information from, since our PM is no longer around. I saw there that the zoo have taken France and Umubeke to go and, train their men, that they will first of all finish the Boko Haram. But I wonder what Shetima will do. So this is what we're supposed to be doing at this time. But it's because of all this problem that they have caused that have delayed our movement. Be strong and don't get weak. We are tough people. God made us this tough because of a time like this. And Onyendu said we should apply mental toughness. So my people, Ogonogo Kwadro Manu Kambwede, I appreciate all of you, how you will always come out to cheer us up and write your own mind, and we will all discuss it like brothers and sisters. We will have to maintain this momentum and don't go down from here. We are a powerful nation. We are still coming. You will see. So my people, I love you and I will leave you from now. All hail Biafra. Thank
All
you,
hail
my 2
Biafra.
ministers, wonderful men. I love the 2 of
All
you
hail
to
Biafra.
bits.
All hail Biafra. Thank you, Minister Betty. Some of these Ichiboribos, they say I did not respond to the propaganda and blackmail that they brought about GoFundMe, which they put my finance minister's name, and they put my name somewhere, put Ajare's name somewhere. You see, I don't respond to nonsense. I will only respond to something that when I respond, I will put one exposition. All of you will die. Just like the one we set the trap for you now, you fall enter, we press one button. The cry is everywhere. You don't use charity organization website or registration document to fight for war, of independence. We are for independence. And on this very note, I'm reminding Biafrans again, tomorrow by 6 p.m., the Biafran government cabinet of the Prime Minister will be live with Biafran people to talk to Biafrans and then brief them. Yes, since after the convention, this is going to be the first media press briefing of the Biafran government cabinet of the Prime Minister, briefing the Biafran people with the CRC as the judiciary arm standing in for the Prime Minister for the meantime. And also, I'm calling on all Biafrans, those of you in the media. We have a charter that guides the principle of the Biafra United States that we have just declared the restoration. And what we need to do now is to educate Biafrans on the way forward. The Prime Minister has given us the template. You have to explain to Biafrans what Biafra will be, the project and plans that we have. Everything you need is stipulated in the declaration document or the convention handbook of 2024 convention. So try to go to the website, sign up for the digital copy, download it and read so that you know all the information you need and how your expose needs to be based. Create more awareness on fundraising. Create more awareness on our political and diplomatic engagement with the international community. Create more awareness on our civil disobedience because it is part of the multidimensional approaches and tactics that we are using to destroy the zoo as we continue to dislodge them out of our lands. Create more awareness on not allowing the enemies of Biafra to penetrate our defense. Teach the Biafran people what they need to know about the nation of Biafra and what we need to protect and to keep so dear. Yes, our Prime Minister will join us soon. And if they don't release him sooner than expected, the ship continue to sail to its destination. The man is not dead and is not going to die in the detention. He's coming out to meet us and to continue the fire from where he stopped. While he is not here, we have to increase the flame of the fire. That is why you see that while he is not here, the Biafra Defense Force, they are taking down major points of one Nigerian terrorist army camps and barracks. So increase your volume of your donations. Let the fire increase so that they will understand that it is not about our Prime Minister. Biafran people elected him to be our leader, but it is not about him. It is about the mandate of the Biafran people that they have given to the government to use the Biafra Armed Wing, the Defense Department, to dislodge all the terrorists from Biafra land so that we can implement the full liberation and take over of Biafra land from the terrorist occupational army that have come to take our lands. And this we must do so that we must get Biafra. So continue on your media awareness. Do not be distracted by the Nigerian politicians that have come to enter the Biafran government. Focus on important topics. Educate the Biafran people. Let them know that there is nothing like two governments. Yes, the Nigerian politician has created a new government. Fine, let her be. Let her stop calling Sonny's name. Stop calling Ajare. Stop calling Oke. Stop calling Betty. Let her enjoy her government. But everything that the Prime Minister's government worked for, she cannot transfer it for herself. No. Or to her new government. No. I am protecting everything that Prime Minister worked for and brought about for this government, for this very government of Prime Minister. Everything will stay. Nobody will steal anything or take anything away. Everything will remain and stay until Prime Minister come out and see what he worked for. You cannot destroy anything. So go away with your own government. Go and do what you like. Stop using the letterhead of the Prime Minister to write on behalf of Prime Minister. It is fraud. It is forging of documents. Stop it. Stop using the email address of the head office of Baltimore in USA of Biafra government. Stop using the telephone number. Stop using the email. Go and create your own since you have created your own new government. Biafran people, please and please stand your ground. Don't allow anybody to mow you because Biafra is not a banana republic. Thank you, my ministers.
There we All right, I'm going to give us the jingle before we just go. Enjoy this jingle and see you guys tomorrow.
Biafra restoration has been declared. Now we must defend it. Biafrans all over the world, to support the Biafra Liberation Army, continue to go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/tax and ipobinusa.org/donate. The government in exile remains in place until Biafra land is completely secure. We will first expel the terrorists and remove all presence of the zoo in our land, while also pursuing the diplomatic agenda of recognition. After we have removed the zoo from our land, a transitional government will be formed and will operate openly in the homeland. PM demonstrated for us everything that we need to do to get our goal. Biafra's success comes from your consistency in execution. Continue to support our men with what you have. Let's make this happen together.